Makayla. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. All right. So, game week finally. How did you feel like the attitude or intensity level kind of shift over the last few days as you get close to actually playing a game?
Um, I feel like things like have picked up in a way where like we're more serious, and more like intense in practice. Like just being very competitive with each other and trying to push each other to be the best that we can be. Um, I think a lot of us are just really excited because a lot of us haven't played in a long time, like in a real game. So I think it's just like this exciting um, feeling in the atmosphere.
We'll go next to Dan.
Hill, looking at UNH as a whole, offensively, they do. I know they have a new coach. What are some of the things that have stuck out, at least in practice this week, to get ready for in the message to try and stop UNH?
Pretty much they have a lot of shooters, so they like to push just like we do in transition. So we have to get back and not run to the paint, but get out on the shooters. And I think the big focus for them is their point guard. She's like really quick, really fast, so we have to hone in on her. She likes going off of ball screens, like at the top of the key. So we have to make sure we get under those screens in time to cut her off and force her, to pick up her dribble. So things like that we've been really focusing on. So I say like transition defense is like our big main thing that we've been honing in on.
We'll go next to Emma.
So non-conference games are usually a good way to gear up for the big competition of playing in the ACC. Are the goals at all different and when you're playing a team that's not in the ACC than when they are, or is it just the same mentality the whole time through?
I think it's the same mentality the whole way through. I know Coach always likes to say, take one game at a time. So that's usually what we do. Focus on each team, treat them the same, same competition level. She always preaches that we can't play down to, other teams' levels. We have to play our way the entire time, each game, non-conference or conference, it doesn't matter. So, yeah, it's the same attitude all the way through.
We'll go next to Dan.
You led the team in assists last season, and I'm just curious, against the zone defense, you look for different gaps, or do you look for different things when you're trying to dish, or are there certain areas where on the other side of the court you can look
For those passes to different shooters?
Yeah, I think when teams run the zone, it's so much easier to see because there are those gaps, like in the middle, or like if you do dribble drive, you always have the pass to like short corner, stuff like that. So I think it is easier to pass when you're playing against a zone defense. But even if you play a man defense, I don't know, I've become like, I think, really matured in my game where I'm more patient. So I'm able to see like maybe one or two passes ahead and just taking my time and not forcing things.